Hey, what's going on? Hey, it's been a little while for the video portion of the show. I've been working on starting my blog, which, if you haven't checked it out yet, is at dudeitsyourdiet.com. Because, dude, it's your diet, you know? And so check that out if you wouldn't mind. Let me know what you think. It's a work in progress. I am not the best at manipulating my way around the interwebs and creating that stuff. It's way easier on like Facebook and YouTube because you can just tape away. But anyways, so lately I've been posting a lot more written word because that's kind of my thing. I like to write rather than speak, even though you guys who've been here for a while have seen me speak quite a bit. So anyways, the kids are at the dentist. I'm out here on my porch. It's beautiful out, and we got some shade for at least another hour. So I figured I'd come on and talk to you guys about tracking. Okay, so as a new nutritionist, I need to talk about this because I feel like a lot of the people in my space now are all about like intuitive eating, which is great. I'm all for intuitive eating as long as you have kind of like a base and you know what you're doing. But as far as tracking goes, even though I don't want you to wouldn't want anyone to be a slave to it, at least at first. And I've been giving this advice for 2 years, 3 years. You know, ever since people used to come see me at the at the processed carb shop, and they'd be like, oh, like, how do I start losing weight like today? And the first thing I'd say would just start writing it down. So I figured I'd get into that. I posted my little meme, my little Bitmoji meme. I'm gonna start making those like once a week or so. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. But it's more of an Instagram thing, but I'm gonna share most of that with you guys here on the books. So if you missed my Instagram about tracking, what I really wanted to do is kind of like take back the curtain of what it's like once you get started with me, as like, you know, if me and you were to team up to try to tackle some weight loss or digestive issues that you have. We have this thing at NTA called a food and mood journal. Okay, so the most important part of this is, well, I mean, I could give you the disclaimer first, which is the most important part of this is honesty. Okay, so like if you come to me and you're like, hey, like I need to lose 30 pounds, like I got some upper GI crap going on, I'm constipated, or the other way, I got diarrhea all the time, blah, blah, blah. And then I give you a food and mood journal, whether it's paper, old school, or the emailable version, which is either printable or fillable. Or even if you get an app for your phone, like I use a chronometer. I like it a lot because it gives you more of a, vitamin and mineral profile rather than just like macronutrients, which a lot of them are. It's just a calorie counter. But the food mood journal is particularly effective for me because we talk about other things other than just food. So just real quick, on the food mood journal, it lists, so this column here is for food, this is for drink, this is for supplements, this is for your energy and your mood at the time, okay? This one is for your movement and your relaxation, so whether or not you worked out or meditated or whatever. And this one is for digestion and reactions, you know what I mean? BMs. Even up here, there's like a sleep tracking part of it, and I really enjoy this picture that we get to create with our tracking at NTA, and that is, it's like a 30,000 foot view of where you are. You're gonna do this for a week for me, and I get to see, how there's even a part for how long it took you to eat, which is really important in digestion. A lot of people, obviously we're all busy and we just smash our food down in 8 seconds and then go on with our day and think, oh, well, that's good, I got my calories in. But there can be more to it than that. If you're feeling super gassy or if you have heartburn every time you eat, like, you might want to take a look at how long you're eating for. Me and my wife all the time, dinner time is sometimes the most hectic time of our day, and we're really trying to make an effort to make it not so, but it is challenging. So anyways, what I'll be looking for obviously is your macronutrient ratios and the quality of your food, like whether or not you're using like organic this and conventional, whatever it is. whether or not you're getting a lot of processed carbohydrates, and obviously, looking for like cookies and shit like that, because we all know what most people I tend to realize, I tend to find out quickly. Most people know the mistakes they're making. It's not a shock. They're like, oh yeah, I had like 4 beers and 6 Oreos like at 10:30 right before I went to bed. Like they all get it, but this would give you a broader picture of, like I had whatever this, a banana and 2 eggs for breakfast, but it took me 4 minutes to eat it. And then, for lunch I had like 2 Pop-Tarts and, and a protein bar. And then over here you get, energy and mood, like, now I feel like shit, So it's like it's a nice 30,000 foot view of your entire health picture. So like I said, just trying to give you guys a behind the curtain type of thing. Like if you and I would ever to team up and try to start tackling some health issues, no matter how big or small they are, the first thing I would do is have you track for me. And like I said before, I would want you to be completely honest with me, and me and you will meet where you are, because without that, then we're really not gonna get too far. Other things I'd be looking for is what you're drinking. Like we always say, like you shouldn't really drink many calories because it's just a waste. So it should be just water and coffee or whatever. Like and even that, like, so we'd be looking for diuretics, like coffee and alcohol can obviously have some diuretic effect. And like I said, so that's basically what I have on tracking, because a lot of people have been asking me lately about tracking and how it's it goes against the whole new, like, eat when you're hungry, like intermittent fasting, like all that intuitive stuff, which I'm in favor of. But I think in the beginning, if you're just starting whether it's a weight loss or a anti-inflammatory autoimmune protocol, like you need to start writing it down. And so I'd like you to comment, please, your best tracking app, or how you track, or if you even track at all. Like most people, I don't know. Do you do it? Do you track your food? Do you just kind of wing it? Do you measure your food? Do you weigh it? I recently got a scale and didn't realize, like, and now I've been working out / on a diet. I'm basically, like, in air quotes, I've been on a diet for 25 years. So, and I just got a scale 6 months ago and realized how big, like, a 6-ounce piece of chicken is. Like, I can throw off your macronutrients in a big way. Not that a piece of chicken is going to necessarily be a problem for you, but it could. Like, so anyways, lastly about tracking. The best part about it is the way it changes your association with food, or movement, or, energy, or sleep. Because what I find almost every time is, I've had probably a dozen clients already, and almost every time they start Monday, with what they normally eat, like, pancakes and bacon and what, it doesn't matter what it is. Literally doesn't matter what it was on Monday. But by Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're eating better already, because they can't help but notice how as their tracking is going. So it's kind of like a little mind F, like, oh, I don't want to write down that I ate like 6 beers and 4 Oreos, so I didn't have it, So there is a little bit of that to it, even though I don't want, like, sometimes people save their best week of eating for the week they start with me, and it's like, we didn't really get very far with that guy. Like, it's, I need to know where you were before you called for help, So, but, yeah, so think of it like that. If you start tracking right away, if you start tracking today, it'll probably help you by the end of the week, as a residual effect. So please comment any goddamn comment. I don't care. Comments matter more than likes and shares on the interwebs. So please comment if you don't mind, and tell me how you track, if you track, or what your favorite app is, possibly. And if you wouldn't mind checking out the blog, www.dudeitsyourdiet.com. Love you all. Peace.